Good morning and welcoming you all on this breathtaking road trip to Nathula Pass from Gangtok in Sikkim, India. This is about 60 kilometers from Gangtok and we have started around 7 in the morning to avoid traffic congestion in Gangtok. Nathula Pass is a restricted area. Only Indian citizens are allowed entry. 2 passport-size photos and an Indian ID proof are required for arranging the pass. The application is to be submitted 1 day before the trip. You can do this through any registered local travel agency or just head to Sikkim Tourism Department office at MG Mark in Gangtok and try it yourselves. It costs 200 rupees per adult. Bear in mind that only 70 vehicles are permitted to enter Nathula Pass per day on a first-come, first-served basis. We recommend you keep a minimum of 2 to 3 days stay in Gangtok with a flexible day plan, just in case you miss it on the first attempt. Also note that Mondays and Tuesdays are closed to tourists. Personal vehicles are not allowed, but only authorized local taxis. We noticed that all such vehicles are MPVs. Shared taxi options are also available from registered travel agents. It takes 1 day to cover Nathula Pass with no overnight stay options up there. It's about 2.5 hours to drive from Gangtok, and you can have stops for refreshments in between. Start early to avoid traffic. Roads are reasonably good considering the hostile terrain. As we ascend along the winding hairpins, the charm and beauty of the landscape gets all the more enchanting. Indeed, a treat to the eye as the towering peaks of the Himalayan range begin to show up from amidst the mist. The rainy months from June to September are considered off-season because of threat of landslides. We were told by our host that landslides can even occur in the month of October. Indian Army takes a lot of efforts to clear the roads and engineer temporary bridges whenever landslides wreak havoc. The best season to visit Nathula is April to mid-June in summer and October and November in autumn. January and February are very difficult because weather is unpredictable. December too is a bit risky as it snows heavily at times and chances of closure are high. On a different note, risking it in the winter is still worth the breathtaking experience, as we learned from those who did make it. We are approaching the 15th mile checkpost. Here we take a brief stop for food and refreshments. Now, just to note that warm clothing are available for purchase at a reasonable price and jackets can be rented as well. It is very cold up there in Nathula depending upon what time of the year you choose to go, and unless you're carrying warm clothes all the way with you, we suggest you hire some warm clothing and then you can return it when you are back at the same point. We are passing through the beautiful Tsomgo lake, also referred to as the Tsomgo lake, seen on the right. We will get down here on the way back. By the way, those of you who are not from India are still allowed to visit up to here. There is a permit required for that too. We are passing through a settlement area where families in local villages dwell, and then we are treated to a glimpse of the Grand Himalayas. Army vehicles are the only large ones we come across here, and Indian Army has a sizable presence in the strategic region that borders 3 countries. These roads are constructed and maintained by the BRO, that is the Border Roads Organization, and we should say they are doing a fantastic job at it. This area is called the Sherathang trade mart, where Chinese merchandise are brought in and exchanged. As tourists, we are not allowed to stop here. Finally, we are here at the Nathula Pass, having climbed to over 14,000 feet from sea level. For the elderly and those with health issues, there is a slight possibility of facing breathing difficulties owing to the high altitude, so take caution. We did see plenty of senior citizens though. In winter, this whole place is covered with snow and would definitely be a fantastic look. This pass was the old Silk Route. It is one of the 3 border posts that permits traffic. Pilgrims going for the Kailas Sarovar Yatra pass through this road. Photography is strictly prohibited in most of the locations here, hence make sure before you click a photo whether you are permitted to do so or not. Also, photography is not permitted while driving from Nathula checkpoint to Nathula Pass. However, there are areas where photography is permitted. We have started back from Nathula Pass to Tsomgo Lake, that is Tsomgo Lake, and thereafter to Gangtok. We have reached Tsomgo Lake and there are plenty of yaks ready to ride you on. We are starting back to Gangtok. Thank you for watching. In our endeavor to make journeys blissful, we hope you enjoyed the trip and are inspired to take the trip soon. Do use the comment section to add or seek information you may need for your upcoming visit here. Thank you very much.